So a lot of people have asked me if I'm going to be getting the diary, or I should say either diarrhea or maybe the dairy cape, right? Let's go ahead and rename the diary cape to either diarrhea or dairy. I think PG will definitely be the dairy cape, and probably maybe some raunchy PG-13 is going to be the diarrhea cape. Happy Monday, everyone. Hopefully you found value in that opening statement. Good vibes all around. Welcome if you are new. We don't really talk about diarrhea here too often, but we talk about the greatest game ever, aka RuneScape. All of RuneScape, that is. So, firstly, like I said, welcome if you are new. I put out videos on this YouTube channel Monday through Saturday. All my links are down below, one click away. For those of you that want more information, check out down below. Smash all the buttons. You know what to do, the drill. If you want to follow along, you can definitely do so entirely free. And let's get to it. So, yes, the Diary Cape has so many benefits, it's not even funny. And diaries are something that, like, I've really never dabbled in. Obviously, I did the Fromaki one for Void Elite, which I actually got to get back. Oh, boy, excuse me. Got some afternoon burpees. Oh, yeah, coffee burpees. Obviously, the Fromaki diaries. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I have all the skilling requirements. I'm getting closer and closer to my max cape. I can smell it, man. I can absolutely smell it. I got so much stuff that I have to do on this game, it's not even funny. I just don't have the time. That's pretty much about it. Just don't have the time. If you all could do me a big favor and make more hours throughout the day, that'd be great. Really would be, right? But yes, so I gotta make a video later this week on my main channel. I'm going to be doing double nature runes, and I want to make a money-making guide, so stay tuned for that. I have probably about maybe 30 plus video suggestions from you all that's going to be on this YouTube channel. So thank you all for the comments down below. I always, whenever I see something from one of you all that want me to cover something, I always take it and add it to the list. Today's episode is actually going to be from one of you all talking pretty much about, does voting on OSRS really do anything spectacular, which I'll get to momentarily. But otherwise, I'm actually seeing quite a few people on the game wearing, their achievement cape, which is by far awesome. So when you have your achievement cape, 99 or 91 rune crafting is hand over fist kind of money. It is absolutely just unbelievable. I was watching a video yesterday on it, and you teleport like right next to the runecrafting altar, and especially with like 99 construction cape as well too, or even friggin' crafting would probably be like the best. It's literally just you're making hundreds of mils per hour. A video that I uploaded on this YouTube channel on Saturday, I got a lot of negative comments from a lot of you hardcore raiders out there. I asked the question, is making 13.7 million GP in 1 week, is that good GP? Every person that commented, no, that's terrible GP. You all are very good at raids, PVM, high-level bossing. For a skiller, making 13.7 mil in 1 week, every week, that's not bad. I mean, you're talking on a monthly basis, 13.7 times 4. You're talking, actually, wait a second, that is kind of dog shit. Okay, never mind. Yeah, wait, no. For some reason, I thought it was like 8. Oh, you want to know what? Never mind, my bad. 54.8 mil, and then I make about 30 million GP per month by doing birdhouses. So that's where I got it. So ultimately, it comes to about like 80. I make around 80 mil per month on this game from doing birdhouses and also doing skilling like runecrafting. 50 million GP per month, that's when stuff falls into the lower end category. Okay, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself there. Main topic of today's episode, like I said, talking about some polls. So, a new poll dropped on OSRS. However, I'll be covering that probably tomorrow-ish. But I do want to talk about this poll because I do remember back in 2023, primarily around April timeframe, we voted for the new skill. And yes, I voted for sailing. I got what I wanted, which is pretty remarkable. And a lot of people obviously did not get what they really wanted. So I kind of really want to talk a little bit about my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, definitely let me know down below. Let me know if you voted for something different, or let me know if you did not vote at all because you weren't on OSRS, or maybe you just you protested your vote because you didn't want to partake in the voting system. Maybe you think voting is stupid or useless or whatever and stuff, right? Okay, so sailing. Out of 178,951 doodads, if this vote would happen right now, about 3 years and some change later, no doubt in my mind there would be a 3 instead of a 1. OSRS in the last 2 years alone has literally gone up with astronomically amount of people. Maybe not 300,000, but if I had to really place a wager on it, I would say minimum probably 225,000 people would probably vote. So you're talking about maybe almost 50,000 more votes now if this actually happened current day on OSRS. On the high side, maybe not above 300K, but definitely on the high side, maybe 275K. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more people on OSRS than back in April of 2023. But anyways, 34.7% voted for sailing. I was one of those people. I know a lot of people that voted for sailing. Well, guess what? 23.4 voted for taming. I know a handful of people that voted for taming. I actually know more people that voted for shamanism than taming, and I want to say probably it's very almost equal for the amount of people for sailing and shamanism that I know. A lot of people were very much intrigued by shamanism. More than you can really imagine. And the whole question for today's video is, does voting on OSRS really do anything? Does it matter? Yes, it does friggin' matter more than you can imagine. Why is that? Because if you have been playing RuneScape as long as me, since 2005, okay, maybe not that long, but if you've been playing RuneScape since the golden age of RuneScape 2, which in my opinion is from 2008 up until March of 2012 when the Squeal of Fortune came out, well, we never voted like this before. Actually, no, I told a fib. We did have a vote. We voted back in, it was December 2010 or January 2011. We voted to have the trade limit go away on RuneScape 2. Very long story. You either know it or you don't know it. If you don't know it, it's very much irrelevant. But there used to be a trade limit on RuneScape 2. And it caused a lot of issues, to be honest. But we did hold a vote on that. And I mean, other than that, there really was no voting. We get polled all the time by the developer team on OSRS, and it's because they really don't want to screw things up like the management team did back in 2012. But I mean, hey, it was really, let's knock on some wood here. It was really a godsend that stuff turned out the way it really did. Because hypothetically, if 2007scape never really started, and I did get some comments about, actually a lot of comments from people asking to voice my opinion about communities, 2007scape servers. I do actually have that video planned probably later this week. When I say that I'm up the wazoo with video plans, I'm not joking around. So please check back here, especially if you leave a suggestion for a video topic, because I probably will cover it in the very near future. But anyways, keeping it relevant to voting and stuff, it's very important to actually vote. It's not hard to do. You can vote in any bank on this game, and sure, I understand if things don't go in your favor and you think, voting is stupid, it's irrelevant. But understand that there's going to be situations where things could very much go in your favor. I'm 38 years old. I voted now, and I voted at every single presidential election, every single midterm. I'm very, very, very much a voting human being. A lot of votes though were very much ballot votes because of military obligations. I'm not really too sure if my votes got thrown out, but hey, at least I filled out the friggin' absentee ballot, votes and whatever, right? I'm not, you always, oh man, I really don't want to dive into that subject, but, anyways, keeping it very much on par with OSRS, in my opinion, it's very important to vote. It's part of your membership. If you're paying for membership, I mean, hey, it's understand that it does matter, and we actually are part of a game where they take the time and money and resources to really push stuff out to the community, and hopefully that never ever goes away. Do I think it's ever going to go away? I really don't. If it does go away, well, should I say repeat of 2012 is going to happen? Yeah, water chairs. 2012 December 21st was the end of the Mayan calendar. Pretty much at the end of the Mayan calendar, that was like the doomsday apocalypse for anyone that remembers 2012. If Jagex were to stop if OSRS were to stop polling us, it would be like a repeat of maybe 2012 all over again. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but we're definitely very blessed to have a developer team that's like, hey guys, voice, poll here, poll this. Please give us feedback and let us know. All right, I'm going to wrap up today's episode with this. Runecrafting is making Utter Bank, as always, and I highly encourage anyone out there to definitely give Runecrafting a try, especially even if you don't want to do it for 99. If you're in need of GP on this game, birdhouses can be easily your best friend, very easy to do. And, I mean, there's just, the GP is here on the game. Let me just say that. All right, everyone, take it easy. Have a great day, and see you all tomorrow for a brand new episode. Later.